Welcome to ClickMyProject.com. Now we can going to discuss about the product, a novel DC current injection suppression method for three-phase grid connected inverter without isolation transformer. Now we can going to discuss about the abstract of our product. The grid connected inverters without isolation transformers usually have certain amount of DC component injected to AC grid due to current sensor error. The tolerance of power switching device asymmetry of PWM gating driving pulses etc. More efforts such that using block capacitors and current DC component feedback control and voltage DC component feedback control have been introduced to try to suppress the DC injection to the grid. The paper proposes a novel control strategy of suppressing DC current injection to the grid. A three-phase inverter by accurately sensing the DC component of line voltage of three-phase inverter and adding a DC component control loop. The DC current suppression control scheme is as presented. The suppression performance of the proposed DC injection method is evaluated and compared with the traditional method. Finally, the control scheme is verified on 20 kilowatt three-phase grid connected inverter. So we can suppress our DC current injection power as evaluated as analysis the process. Next we can see about the flow diagram of our product. First we can see about the DC voltage source. The DC voltage source is nothing but is a constant voltage and current flow of our DC source. The DC source to send the DC current suppression method of the grid connected inverter. This is a main process of our input process. In this this DC voltage sends to the power electronic switches. We can use the power electronic switches of MOSFET, IGBT, thyristor. Lot of power electronic switches are used, but we can use our switches of IGBT. The IGBT switches are an interface with the DC to AC converter. The DC to AC converters to conversion process also like act as it is an inverter. So DC to AC converters are to convert the AC DC power to change the AC power. The intermediate section of the alpha to beta to ABC transformer. This is an main role of our control circuits. This is transformations to apply our space vector modulation. The space vector modulation through our switching pulses of our triggering pulse the DC to AC converter. These changes to apply our DC to AC converter as simultaneously power will stored and power will disappear our source system. This is mainly control that these circuits of elements. This DC to AC converter and going to the process the AC converter to store the energies and utilize our whatever consumers also on the industrial load, some water load. These changes applies on our system alpha to beta converter some input process to apply our conditions to given the space vector modulation. The space vector modulation give the plottings of different kinds of switching pulses to apply the switches. Next we can see about the running process of our product. The proposed system implementation done in Matlab version 2013a. First open a Matlab file window and create a new model file and creating elements as per that circuit diagram. This is Matlab 2013a. This is our circuit diagram as per that paper also. This implementation, this corresponding slopes are connected in our circuit diagram. First we can see about the grid voltage. This is on 230 voltage of grid voltage of purely sinusoidal wave, as that is an RBC wave also case and proper. Next we can see about the line voltage. This is an line voltage of VAC, VAB and VAC. This is a phase of three lines to in between our voltage levels. This is a line voltage. Line voltage is on ground to phase difference between the different voltages. This is an phase A to neutral. This is different way voltage levels, similar to B phase, similar to C phase also. These phases are similarly as per that the purely DC waveform. Next you can see about the VDC. This is an input level of our voltage system. This is the to be voltage of input. This is a proper DC wave, common DC wave. Next we can see about the waveform of DC current suppression effect. This is an three-phase DC suppression effect of different suppress the of our current. This is an IDA, an IBC, and IDA. Our three suppression injection current also where it does. Yes. Next we can see about the this DC current suppression is interface the three lines of different waveforms also. Same that. You can see about the space vector modulation. This is a modulation level of our space vector. As see that this is our plottings as space vector modulation of given pulses to use the our switchings of our levels and variations. Move also as grid.